Today, we're going to take a look at the first look at Junji Ito's Uzumaki anime coming, I think, next year. Logo reveal. But before we do, if you enjoy the video, like, comment, maybe subscribe to the channel because most of you are not subscribed. We're trying to hit 50,000 by the end of the year, which is possible with your help. And I'm definitely going to be reacting to the actual series. I don't watch a lot of horror anime. I'm currently watching Dark Gathering, which I would say is kind of horror-esque. There's also some more mystery or supernatural horror adjacent series that I've covered in my 2-ish years reacting, so maybe you'll find some of those on the channel that you might be interested in. Oh, and also I'm not really a horror person. I don't do horror so well, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. This is really interesting that it looks like the manga just animated. It's got to be easier for them to actually animate, right? Because there's less colors. That's really weird. Why are there a bunch of whirlpools in the water? Also, just, I'm not gonna lie, the lines of her hair, there's so many lines. And Uzumaki, it means like a spiral, right? Okay, if that shit happens to your dad, like, is the first thing you don't do, wait, is it not the first thing that you do to, I don't know how I'm trying to word this. I don't know if I'm like, I'm like just so caught up in this, I can't even get my words right. The first thing I would do in that situation is find somebody that deals with spirits, because that is some demon shit. If your eyes start like looking like a centrifuge, like that's, it's a little scary, a little scary. I like that she like tries to do it herself. Was that him making a noise? Because if that was him making a noise, that's way creepier. Maybe. She's laughing? What the fuck? I'm saying that's creepy. So that was a clip from it? I'm not gonna lie. That actually looks really interesting. Okay, so essentially the trailer is he wants to leave the city because it's freaking weird. There's just a lot of weirdness going on. He doesn't like what the mountains, he says. He doesn't like the lighthouse. He doesn't like all of these weird things. The sound of the alarm that I guess is a signal of a certain time. It's like a clock tower chiming at noon or something, except it's doing it at 5, I guess. I think she says, is it 5 o'clock already, right? It's already 5, yeah, so I guess at 5 p.m. that happens. And it is eerie. I think that them making it not have color just adds to the weirdness of it, adds to the creepiness. The dark lighthouse, the dark mountains, they're almost like shadows creeping up on you, watching over you, right? It is a little weird. But the creepiest thing, easily, he's talking about his dad just fixated on spirals to the point where the eyes, dude, that is crazy. And what's crazier is I think I've seen this panel before. I don't know if it's just because this is the thumbnail or not. Maybe it's because this is the thumbnail. It could be because this is the thumbnail. But I almost feel like I've seen this before, but I never knew it was Uzumaki. Something about it gives me like a person seeing money. It's like all their honestly, I could kind of see like a parallel to that, because I look at this and I think of like, you know, those cartoonish faces when somebody sees like a bunch of money and their jaw drops and the eyes look like dollar signs. And I guess that's kind of him with spirals, not like money. So it's not dollar signs, it's spirals. Regardless, very weird. His attire, really weird. He's got all the circles and stuff. He can't do anything that's not spirals. His soup's gotta be spirals. The bath is spirals. When he sits in the bath and he's like, he's at ease because of it, that's creepy to me. That's creepy. I can see how this is gonna be creepy. It's more of like an eerie, unsettling feeling than it is like a horror, like slasher, like type thing. But I think it will leave me unsettled. Now, like I said, I don't do a lot of horror stuff, right? I haven't even read a lot of horror stuff. I've seen some horror movies before, not really horror anime. I do have a few more horror-esque manga. In fact, I have a copy of Uzumaki. It's right here. It's this you see this little sliver of red? You might maybe be able to tell. That is the volume just before my Vagabond volumes start, and that is Uzumaki. I haven't had the time to read it, and I have it because I hear that it is iconic, and honestly, another reason why I haven't read it is because I know there's an anime coming, and I would rather experience the anime for the first time than have read the manga and then watch the anime. It's always better as a reactor to watch the anime over reading the manga. The manga's gonna be significantly less like searched for reactions. People don't really look at reactions for chapters as opposed to reactions for actual like anime. I wonder, one thing I do wonder is how long this is gonna be, because that thing, the size of it is maybe like a 2 to a 3 in 1 sort of volume. And I want to say a volume of manga, you can get like a good 2, maybe 3 episodes out of it. I want to say that if they make Uzumaki, it's going to be like an 8, maybe 9 episode series. I don't see it being any longer than that. Another horror thing that I have is, so I have a couple more. I have Blood on the Tracks. That's one, which I hear is very eerie. It's unsettling. And then the other one is, PTSD Radio. That's the other one that I have, okay? I hear that one is really creepy, and it's to the point where like the mangaka couldn't do it anymore because he was starting to suffer from the same things that he's putting into the volumes. So that, and then I don't know if you consider Chojin X to be a horror. I haven't read it, so I've got that as well. So I've got some stuff that are like almost horror adjacent, but I'd say that in terms of horror manga, I am aware that Junji Ito is supposed to be like the godfather of horror manga, right? So I'm really excited for this. I think it'll be pretty cool. It's interesting. It's an interesting first look clip of the series. So with that said, I'd love to know what you all thought about this first look at Uzumaki. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, then like the video and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss another one. Until next time, make sure you all keep it fresh. Peace.